What's up guys, it's your bro Richie Rich here again. Today in this video, I'm back with another Fast and Furious car video for you guys. Today in this video, still doing the first movie, today I'm going to be talking to you about one of the most coolest European sports cars in the world. And I think this one is my most favorite one of all. I mean, I like all the cars from the first movie, but I believe this one would be my most favorite if I were to use it as a daily. But I highly doubt it because it wouldn't be even be like available around the world. In fact, it'll be tough to find and like, well, they'll all be gone. You won't be able to get it. So you're probably wondering what car I'm talking about. Today I'm going to be talking to you about from the first Fast and Furious movie, still doing it, is I think one of the best European German cars in the world. Today I'll be talking to you about obviously the 1995 VW or Volkswagen Jetta, driven by none other than Chad Lindbergh's character, Jesse. So, before I get started, make sure you all like the video, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think, hit the notification bell. So hit the notification bell and hit all so you're alerted of when I make brand new uploads. Alright, so without any further ado, let's begin. So the 1995 Volkswagen Jetta from the Fast and the Furious 2001. Here we go. So, the 95 VW Jetta A3 Type 1H is a minor car in the Fast and the Furious series, driven by Chad Lindbergh's character Jesse in the first film. Overviews next, so let's do it. So, manufacturer and make is obviously by VW. Model is a Jetta A3 A3 type 1H. Production years from 1995 and is still in production in the present or future. But like, I highly doubt there is going to be any of those available. I don't know. So production years from 1985 and onwards. Model status is active. Body and chassis next. The class is a sedan. The class is a sedan. The body style is an A3 trim. The engine, it had a VW twin turbocharged V6, which I believe was after the movie, because in the movie it sounded like a 4-cylinder, not a V6. Heck, if it was with a V6 in the movie, that would be great. With twin turbos, obviously, pretty cool. So it had a V6 twin turbocharged VW engine. Body mods includes a West Wing or Wings West. So West Wing body kit. Specialty mods, they had a NOS and a wet NOS and a wet nitrous system with a NOS fogger system to it as well. For the wheels, they had like, I believe they were 19 or 20 inch, I think. Koenig Tantrum wheels. With Michelin, which is Michelin Cup Sport 2 tires. For suspension, it had Eibach springs. And it was painted white. Character information is next. The driver is obviously Jesse, there we go. Jetty, why did I say that? Anyway, sorry. The driver is obviously Jesse. The driver is obviously Jesse. Played by Chad Lindbergh. And Leon, played by Johnny Strong, because he drives the Jetta to the starting line against the S2000. So the driver is both Jesse, played by Chad Lindbergh, and Leon, played by Johnny Strong. The uses for general driving and racing, Rick Yoon's character, Johnny Tran, in Race Wars 2001. The status is survived, presumably must have been impounded. I don't know. And the film, so the uses for general driving and racing, Rick Yoon's character, Johnny Tran, in Race Force 2001, located in an airfield in El Segundo, California. It's a Race Force 2001. Status is survived, presumably must have been impounded. It was kind of damaged because it was shut up. So his status survived, presumably impounded, but it was slightly damaged with the bullets. And the films is obviously from The Fast and the Furious 2001. So, next up is history. The Fast and the Furious 2001. Here we go. So, a 95 Jetta appears in the first film. This car is driven by Jesse, uh, played by Chad Lindbergh. Although it's mentioned that his imprisoned father owns the car, it's first seen when Jesse drives up to Dom's marketing cafe. It says store, but it's marketing cafe, along with Leon, played by Johnny Strong, Letty, played by Michelle Rodriguez, and Vince, played by Matt Jules, just as Brian, played by Paul Walker, may rest in peace, arrived there for investigation. The car doesn't participate in street races, although it did participate at Race Wars when Jesse uses the pink slip to the car to race Johnny Tran's S2000. Brian warns Jesse not to race Tran, saying that the car has $100,000 worth of upgrades. Jesse ignores him anyway and races Tran. Jesse appears to be winning when he uses nitrous a bit too soon, but Tran overpowers him by using his own nitrous and easily beats Jesse. Jesse panics and leaves Race Wars, refusing to give up the car to Johnny. The car is seen again when Jesse arrives at Dom's house to plead for his help. Suddenly, Tran and his cousin Lance perform a drive-by shooting on a house, during which the car shot up, with Jesse being killed in the process because he was shot. The car was possibly impounded. Not sure what happened to it, but I think it was, because it's never seen again in any of the other sequels. So basically, it didn't, like, the S2000 did not even have 100 grand's worth of upgrades. It had just a supercharger and exhaust upgrade, and that was it. And 80 shot of nitrous and brand new header and stuff. so the car was possibly impounded because it was never seen again in the sequels. Next up is specifications. The Jetta has Wings West body kit and rear wing and Koenig Tantrum rims. I believe they're, 18, 19, or even 20 inch. I'm not too sure. And I'm not sure if the engine was actually a VR6 or as a V6, because in the movie it sounded like it had a modified stroker GTI inline 4. I'm not too sure, but anyways, not gonna brag. Okay, so last up is trivia. So the car was originally rented from Scott Sentra, and three copies were made. 3 copies were made for stunt cars. During the race against Johnny Tran's S2000, the car that Chad Lindbergh was in was cut up for a make rig, but was not actually a Jetta, and rather a Nissan 240. In some movies, they would use a 240 as a make rig, as like a make rig car, and even for like green screen and stuff. So during the race against Trans S2000, the car that Chad, who played Jesse, was in, was cut up for a make rig, but wasn't actually a Jetta, and rather it was a Nissan 240. I think it was 240SX. The Jetta was later purchased by Frankie Muniz. Last name is spelled Muniz, and was featured on a 2002 episode of Lizzie McGuire, a classic Disney Channel TV series. The car had no calipers at the pink slip race against the S2000, and the car from the Fast and the Furious was sold at the Barrett Jackson's auction. So sold at Barrett Jackson in the 2016 Scottsdale auction as lot number 7002 in Scottsdale, Arizona. Which it was not the only car that was sold at the Barrett Jackson's auction. Ryan's Supra was sold. The Supra was sold. Like one of the stunt Supras was sold for like 550 grand. And it was 2014, I think, a year after Paul passed away. I don't know. I think it was. I'm not too sure. So the Jetta from the first movie was sold at Barrett Jackson in the 2016 Scottsdale auction as lot number 7002 at Scottsdale, Arizona. Originally, Jesse was intended to drive an E36 M3 or an Audi A4S4 B5, which would highlight his techie guy status. However, since the producers couldn't find an example of these cars modified to an extent to impress director Rob Cohen, the Jetta ended up being his car. Or so that'll be it. If you guys like this video, like, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think. Hit the notification bell and hit all so you learn when I make brand new uploads. So that'll be it. I'll see you soon in the next video. But until then, stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you soon in the next video. So take care, folks. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.